Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Today we are about to be talking about the 5 things that can improve your wheelies. Alright, you guys are gonna want to watch this video. This video is really important when it comes to wheeling. So, if y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, the first thing and the most important thing when it comes to wheeling, your brakes. Alright, you're gonna need some good brakes when you wheelie. You can't be using trashy brakes, I've seen some people, but you're gonna need to use 2 fingers. But if you get a rim brake bike, I don't know really anything you can do about it. Maybe get some Tektro V brakes. But for disc brakes, me personally, I use Shimano MT200s. Alright, I'm gonna put it right up here on the screen. They're probably one of the cheapest brakes out there. Other people use Shimano XTs or Shimano Diors if you want tappy brakes, but me personally, I do combos. So MT200s are the best brakes out there for combos because they're not too tappy and they're not too like slippery. They don't slide too much. So yeah, me personally, the MT200 brakes are the best brakes for wheelies if you have a disc brake bike. Alright, second is some people when they wheelie, some people when they start actually, they don't push on the pedal when they lift up the bike. That's just a big mistake when you're learning how to wheelie. You're not doing a manual. But if you want to learn how to manual, then you don't use the pedal. But yeah, so you want to push on the pedal with your dominant foot always. That's pretty much what you need to learn how to wheelie. All kids out there think it's about lifting it up with your arms. It's not that. It's all the power in the pedal, really. When you push up, and you want to push up on the pedal and lift up with your arms at the same time. And then you have to keep pedaling. Okay, if you don't keep pedaling, then it's gonna drop. But if you get a lot of speed and eventually learn how to wheelie, then you just don't have to pedal sometimes. You can just coast and it's pretty easy, So that is also a big thing when learning how to wheelie and how to improve your wheelies pretty good. Alright guys, the third thing, and this is a really important thing when it comes to wheeling, some people lean back too much, some people lean back and use the brake way too much, and you just eventually lose speed and you just drop. So what you want to do is you want to find your balance point when you wheelie, and that's the best part of wheeling. It's a comfort when you find your balance point. And yeah, so if you want to become a really good wheelier, whatever you want to call it, you need to find your balance point. When you find your balance point and how to know where it is where you really don't have to use the brake as much. All you kids, all y'all think you guys have to use the brake always. You don't have to. When you find your balance point, you use the brake. When you get pretty good, you don't have to use the brake as much. But what you want to do though is when you go past your balance point, you want to tap the brake just a little bit. That's really about what you want to do. Okay, it's not about leaning back to like 12 o'clock, say, and keep tapping on the brake, because then you'll eventually just lose speed and just drop, So you want to stay in the comfort balance point, and yeah, that's about it. But for peg wheelies, it's the same thing, but you want to get a lot of speed for peg wheelies also. And go check out my video on how to peg wheelie if you guys don't know how to peg wheelie yet. There's a bunch of ways explaining in that video, so go watch that video. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the third thing. All right, guys, the fourth thing is your seat height. You know, some people, when they're first learning how to wheelie, you know, their seat's really low, and it's just gonna take a little bit more time, and it's gonna be harder to learn how to wheelie. So when you're learning how to wheelie, you wanna put your seat up, you know, to the right point where you feel comfortable, actually. And you just find your balance point way easier, and it's just way easier for you to wheelie. And then once you get better and better and learn your brake control and balance point and all that, then you can put your seat to wherever you want. I'm not saying you have to put it low, but if you want to do combos like me, you want to put your seat low. Some people do high seat combos, but that's really not, you know, not a lot of people do that. Only some crazy people, you know. But yeah, really. All right, fifth and last thing to improve your wheelie is your tire pressure. Okay, I see all of you riding with flat tires almost. Some people ride with high max tire, like the max the tube can go. That's just, you know, you're gonna pop your tires really easily if you have so much air in your tire. So, you know, you just want to take a little bit out. But me personally, I run about 25 to 30 psi in the back, maybe like, you know, like 27 psi, and then in the front like 25, you know. In the front you want a little lighter, but some people just put it the same, you know. You can do that, you can do whatever you want, but it really is what you feel comfortable with. But preferably you want to put it to 25 to 30 psi. That's, you know, it'll keep your speed when you're wheeling. You know, you won't slow down as fast, especially if you're doing combos and doing peg wheelies. If you're doing combos, you really want to put your tire pressure pretty high, because if you do like jump tricks or anything like that, the bike's gonna bounce up with you. Really, your tire's gonna bounce when it's on the ground. So you really want to put a lot of PSI in your tire. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Go watch my other videos on some tutorials and, you know, some ride outs I made. I'm gonna be making a lot more videos now, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna keep the grind up, and yeah, make sure to subscribe and like the video. That'll help me out a lot. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.